Here's a little update on my woodshed. I've got quite a bit more of it done. It's ready for roof sheathing now. I haven't decided if I'm going to put shingles or metal roof on it. I still have more stuff to put on the sides, both sides and the back wall. These roof joists aren't 16 inches on center, but I think it's good enough and strong enough for a woodshed. Yeah, it's just about finished. Surprisingly, the woodshed is all square and true, considering most of the posts are all different dimensions and circumferences. I've managed to get it all nice and square. I'm gonna put decorative bracing on the corners. On one of these posts, I have a birdhouse I made. I'm going to install it on the post. It's kind of a rustic looking birdhouse. It should work nicely with this project. Seven feet of width for firewood, 6 feet deep, and at the front nearly 8 feet high. At the back, well, I can stand up in here. So it's at least 5'8". So it should hold a lot of firewood. I wouldn't mind picking up some antique tools and such to decorate the sides of this when I'm finished, when the sides are filled in and the back's filled in. Tomorrow I'm going to the Sterling Automotive Flea Market with a friend. I should be able to find something there. They tend to have antique tools and old farm machinery. So this time around I'm using something different to protect the wood against insects and just general rot and decay. I'm still burning the wood, charring it, burning it to a crisp in some areas. Instead of just linseed oil, now I'm using a combination of used motor oil and linseed oil. It should keep the insects out of the wood. It should make it very waterproof. It soaks right in. It should be, I've heard of other people using it. We'll see how it goes. So this is my birdhouse that I'm going to mount on one of the posts. I made this a few years ago. I'm going to have to find a way to mount it. Take this 2x4 off. But it's going to go up probably on this post, right up high, just under the roof line. I think it'll look pretty nice on there. If I sound funny, I'm talking through a bug net, a bug hat, because the mosquitoes and black flies are crazy. So here's a look at it from behind. So it faces my fire pit. Wetlands are off in the distance. Be glad when all the leaves come back. It looks a lot more full back here when all the leaves come. This should serve me well and keep my firewood nice and dry. Definitely keep the snow off of it anyway. It's nothing worse than coming out and have to dig your firewood out of the snow. I've tried to keep everything as rustic as I could. This is basically just a big piece of cedar that I used for a top plate. So the wood I've used for this shed is mainly spruce, just because I have it, and there's some cedar. So it should last quite a long time. So that's it for today. The insects and mosquitoes, black flies, they're driving me crazy.